Hi everyone and welcome to Lost Boy. My name is Jamie for those of you that are new to my channel, and for those of you that are returning, thank you for all of your support. This is going to be a general collective message. It's intended for whoever needs it. Please take the messages that resonate with you in your particular situation and drop the ones that do not. If anyone out there is interested in booking a personal reading with me, all of the information on how to do so is down below in the description box. Alrighty, y'all, let's get into this message. Universe, what is going on in collective energy, and what is it that the collective needs to know at this time? It's gonna get loud for a moment, so I do apologize. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups sideways. We have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is also sideways. We have the Fool. Somebody here is deciding to take a leap of faith and move in a brand new direction here. Somebody here has lost faith in something that they were once emotionally invested in. We have the Hierophant here reversed. Strong Aries and Taurus energy right off the bat. Could be a Leo as well with this King of Swords. Doesn't have to be. Something here about somebody's moon sign. Somebody here has lost faith in a belief in something. Something they were once fondly attached to. With this Knight of Cups sideways, right? I feel like somebody here has already expressed everything that they had left. I feel like somebody here no longer has anything left to express. They don't have any feelings left for some kind of situation. This could also be some kind of corrupt leader as well with the Hierophant reversed. This could be somewhat of a tyrant, someone of a little bit of a dictator, right? This is given like religious zealot in a way, or somebody very dead set in their ways. Somebody who could also be a little bit forceful with trying to want somebody to believe something that necessarily isn't in their best good. We also have the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords. Pages are messengers. Somebody here has been inquisitive. They've been looking into something. They've been doing some kind of research. They've gathered some kind of information. And it's turned them off to the idea of committing to something that's not in their highest good. And they're seeing it now. They're seeing how something here is not in their highest good. We do have the Two of Wands reversed, so the wait is over. Somebody here is done waiting. Maybe somebody here has been waiting for somebody to correct course, for someone to act right, for someone to stand up and be who they were always meant to be, but it feels like somebody here has been... I don't want to say they've been rejecting something. It almost feels like they've been ignoring. Due to some kind of firm belief that turns him into a little bit of a tyrant, in a way. That's really the best way that I can describe it. Like, somebody could have been, like, a little bit forceful, a little bit, you know, well, if you don't do this, then... It's like ultimatums, right? There's no faith, there's no compassion. Somebody here has not been acting very fatherly. This could be a parent, or this could be somebody here that you co-parent with, or maybe now you're going to start co-parenting with. This is definitely somebody here that hasn't been picking up their fair share. Either way, we have the Three of Wands here. Going clockwise, this is what's coming in, right? The wait is over, and somebody here is having their sights set at some kind of new horizon. They're not exactly sure what path they want to go down into the future, but now they know that the future is open to them. It's filled with possibilities. We have the Ten of Cups here, sideways as well. Something here is no longer very happy, no longer very joyous, right? The party is over. This is some kind of emotional ending that is taking place. We have Judgment. We have Judgment going clockwise. That's what's coming in. Somebody taking accountability and responsibility. Right? Sometimes we can wait around and be in situations and we can hope for the best, or hope that somebody will change, or hope that somebody will come to their senses, and hope that they will see things our way. But sometimes that's not always the case, right? And sometimes that could be a little bit of a disillusionment that we hold within ourselves, right? Because we want to believe the best in people, right? Because sometimes we love so deeply that sometimes the fear, right? The fear that some people can put into us by making them feel like we need them, that's not actual love. That's dependency. And that's a difference. Somebody here is definitely confined and trapped in their mind, trapped in their thoughts. They're in some kind of mental prison. They're not able to see something clearly. And somebody here is not able to get through to somebody. Because again, somebody here is only seeing, believing what they want to see and believe. And somebody's like, well, there's no getting through to somebody. It's been however long that it's been. That's part of the research. That's part of the data that has been collected, that has been examined. And somebody's like, you know what? I need to take a leap of faith, start a brand new journey, leave this behind, right? Sometimes the only thing that we can change in a situation is ourselves. And what we choose to accept. Somebody here is standing up for themselves. Seven of Wands and the King of Swords. Standing up for themselves, standing in their truth. With truth comes freedom and it comes power, right? Because now that you know what it is that you need to do, that opens up doors, it opens up new avenues. Somebody here could even be looking at new houses or something at this time, or maybe venturing out and maybe wanting to move somewhere else. Something about an avenue. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody here is seeing that they're better off alone, that they're better off on their own, or at least in this next phase in their life. They're going at it independently because they know that they can take care of themselves. This is also somebody here who feels like you need to take care of them, because the Hierophant upright is somebody who takes care, right? It's supposed to be a priest, a pastor, right? The father, the minister, right? Who takes care of their congregation, who takes care of their church, who takes care of their people, of their community, the people that they've been entrusted to lead. And this is somebody here who's not a good leader. They don't do what's best for everybody involved. They could care less. They're not stepping into their role. And whatever that role is, it's something that it was their choice to begin with. So it's like somebody's refusing to accept responsibility for choices that they've made. Brushing off their responsibilities. Somebody here is definitely standing up for themselves. They're putting their foot down, and they're like, no. My truth is that I'm better off alone, because it already feels like I am alone with this Nine of Pentacles, right? I am the sole provider. Six of Cups. This is looking back at the past, right? Taking the good times with us, but also taking the lessons into the future, right? It's okay. It's okay to depart from people, right? It's okay to outgrow situations. It's okay to admit, hey, you know what? This isn't working out for me. It's not about admitting failure. It's not about admitting defeat. It's about seeing the truth, your truth, and about what it is that you want and where you want to go and where you want to be. Somebody has seen everything that they've needed to see. Wow, we have the Chariot right there. I didn't even realize that. That's fast forward movement. There could literally be a move. Somebody here could literally be moving homes or planning some kind of move. Somebody here could have also done something without compassion, right? Somebody here could be getting in trouble. Maybe somebody here knows. Maybe that's why some kind of poor leader here did something that they know that they shouldn't have done. Some kind of father figure. Now they're all up in their head because they know there's some kind of consequences weighing on them. So I don't know if this is somebody here who knows. I don't know if something here. There could be like a court case or something here that is coming up, and somebody did something that they know they shouldn't have done. So now they know that they. It's like somebody. Ooh, this energy's coming in like hot. It's like somebody knows that they have to go face the judge. They have to go face their consequences, right? And instead of putting the best defense together, right? They already know the inevitable is coming. They've already admitted defeat within themselves. This is somebody here who's not a fighter. So I don't know if somebody here is just going overboard because they feel like their freedom, their time is running out. And maybe that's what's needed. Maybe somebody here finally has to pay for what they've done, right? And maybe now there's no stress or no burden. Is this person going to follow me? Are they going to... Because I did say something about a tyrant and a dictator and somebody here who feels a little bit entitled. Entitled to somebody's energy, money, time, love, resources. Somebody has been going overboard. Universe, tell us more, please. I'm using the Storyteller's Tarot. Universe. Tell us more, please. What is going on in this energy for the collective? Like, they know their time is running out, so it's like they want to run the clock out and enjoy whatever little freedom they have left. I definitely feel like this is something that they already, like, this has already happened. And they've already been caught. This is definitely somebody here who lets their fear get the best of them. I don't know, something here about paranoia. Maybe somebody here is constantly paranoid. Disillusioned by their own fear, and it causes them to make bad decisions. You know, the cups are sideways too, so somebody here could also be even abusing something to even try and, mask or cover up or to distract them from their responsibilities ahead, from the responsibilities that they should be taking. Universe. Please tell us more. Well, these came out in the reverse. So we have the 7 of coins in the reverse and the 2 of... the 2 of scepters in the reverse. We also have the 6 of scepters upright. The 10 of hearts. in the Page of Scepters. Victory is right dead set in the center. Again, a decision here has been made. Somebody here is done reevaluating a situation with the Seven of Coins in the reverse. They've done everything that they can do with themselves, anything that they've had control over to try and fix something. That's what I feel like what you're coming out of, collective. It's like, I've done everything that I could do. I've done all the adjustments. I've done all the recalibrations. This is somebody realizing, you know what, the problem isn't me. I'm not the problem in this situation. That's what the Seven of Coins tells me. You know, I'm not the problem in this situation. There's nothing left that I can do to try and alter and adjust 15:55 on the timer to try and fix this situation. I've done all I can do. There's nothing that I can do differently to make this prosperous. So why bother? Why continue to wait? And that in itself brings some kind of victory. It brings some kind of success. It brings some kind of recognition, right? This is the universe, spirit, source, your ancestors, your spirit guide saying, yes, queen. The problem wasn't you. And that brings you victory. You won. You won the fight, the war that somebody... This could even have been somebody here who was always trying to constantly blame you and try to make it feel like something here was always your fault. Like you were always to blame. It was always you. You could do better. Try doing this. Do whatever it is, right? They had all these different suggestions on what everybody else can do, but they obviously don't take their own advice. I don't know if the microphone caught that, but there is a whole bunch of sirens going by right now. The Ten of Hearts, again, this is the end of a cycle, right? The end of an emotional cycle, the end of an emotional journey here, right? Tens are endings and new beginnings. Tens break down to a 1. And somebody here knows that they need to take some kind of action. Somebody here could also be receiving some kind of news or some kind of new inspiration. And maybe that's just the sights of a brand new future, of a brand new horizon, of a new blank slate, of a blank canvas that now they are in charge of being able to paint it themselves, to be their own Bob Ross. We have the Hermit here at the bottom of the deck. Somebody here has definitely gone within. They've gone within, confronted their own darkness, and found their light again. Picked up that little lantern and bravely walked out of that tunnel. And I feel like part of that darkness was, again, realizing that it wasn't your fault and that you've done all that you can do. And this isn't about you quitting or you admitting defeat. Right? This is you still winning and realizing, you know what? I've done all I can do. The problem isn't me. It never was. Actually, universe, please tell us more. I need to get a new version of this deck because I've shuffled them so many times, they're like cracked in the middle, but it is what it is. I should probably add that to my list. Universe, please tell us more. We have impatience. So somebody here has definitely been very, very impatient, trying to make something work when it hasn't been time. Somebody who definitely tries to rush and force things. They're very, very impatient. As somebody here who has a difficult time waiting, again, that entitlement energy, like, all right. Whew. This is also somebody here who's willing to do whatever it takes to make sure something gets done because they're so impatient, even if it means breaking the rules, bending the laws, lying, manipulating, cheating, right? They're impatient. They want it now. This is probably somebody here who was, I hate to say this, but there are some people in this world who, I don't know, sometimes I wonder how they've been raised, right? It makes you wonder, like, was this person ever told no? Were they actually ever disciplined? Because they have no discipline within themselves, is what this feels like. There's no discipline here. What's that song? I want it all and I want it now. Universe, tell us more, please. This is the Chakra Wisdom Oracle, if y'all are wondering. That card just went down, and I just heard, Sugar, we're going down swinging. What do we have at the bottom? Impartiality. So there is some kind of justice that is taking place. Somebody here is being impartial. And that's what happens when you get into the hermit energy, right? You become impartial. You eliminate yourself from the situation and you see things from an outsider's point of view, looking in. And that grants you truth, right? Because in order for justice to be blind, one must be willing to open up their eyes to ugly truths. We have discovery. It did come out in the reverse. I'm getting two separate messages with this. One, I feel like this is somebody, whoever this individual is that you have been dealing with, I feel like, again, they're lacking compassion, they're lacking heart, they're lacking love. And to me, love is the universe's currency in this matrix. It's love. Love is the answer. It always has been the answer. It's the ultimate currency. Right? And when we talk about love, love is just not romantic, right? There's family love, there's friend love, right? You have the love that you have for your pets, the love that you have for the things that you like to enjoy, right? Whether it's knitting, reading, right? Reading cards, or playing that video game that you like, or something here that makes you, that makes your inner child express with joy. That's all love. Somebody here's heart is closed off, and I don't think they realize that because of this being impatient, I want things now, that they want to receive love, but they're unable to give it. Because they never felt like they actually ever had to. And also with this message, I feel like some of y'all, you know, in this situation, maybe your heart has been a little bit closed off. And maybe somebody here did not want your heart to be fully open. Because when your heart is fully open, you start loving on yourself. You start treating yourself better. You start not accepting things, right? And people can call them, oh, but your standards have gotten higher. Like, no, it's just like, I'm not willing to no longer accept that type of behavior anymore, or to be treated in that certain way, because you expect better for yourself, because you have respect for yourself, because you have love for yourself. Universe, tell us more, please. Despair literally just came flying out. Somebody here is in despair over a courtship. Somehow there's a mature man here involved. I don't know how. Maybe that's this person's parent. Like, maybe something here. I feel like this is somebody here who has had some kind of generational trauma placed upon them. Again, not that I'm trying to make excuses for anybody, but I'm a firm believer that behavior is learned, not taught. Behavior is learned, not taught. Somebody here is in despair. They're feeling left out in the cold. They're not doing anything to try and change their circumstances. They're embracing their own darkness. Not in the positive sense like the hermit, right? Because it's one thing to face your shadow, to embrace your dark side so that you're able to overcome it. And it's another to just constantly live in it. Universe, please tell us more. We have a message of concern, distant horizons. There's adjudication here at the bottom of the deck. There's definitely been a false person here. Somebody here who maybe has not wanted to be seen, or trying to hide themselves, trying to mask themselves. Maybe that's why they're in despair, right? Because maybe somebody here has been having an identity crisis. Maybe this is somebody here who doesn't even know who they are. Maybe they never knew who they were. Maybe something here has been happening for so long where somebody here has been abusing some kind of a substance, and that could be anything that they were overindulging in, whether it's alcohol, drugs, food, anything. Anything. You can overindulge in anything, right? Watching too much TV. Escapism. However they partake in their escapism. Somebody here is receiving a message of concern. And part of that concern is that somebody here is going to be planting roots elsewhere. This adjudication can even just mean a decision here is being made. You have the two people here from that courtship. Right? A relationship here is being judged. For somebody here not holding up their end of the bargain. For not taking their responsibilities. For not stepping into their responsibilities. This is definitely a false individual here. And this is somebody here who is... I also feel like this is somebody here who's trying to cover something up. Like, there are things in the background that I don't think this person's being honest about. I think they're really wearing a mask, being false. They have all of these challenges they're not being honest about. I feel like there's something here, some kind of dues, or some kind of tickets, or some kind of fines here, or something here, right, that somebody's concerned about. They're in despair. They're not facing it. They're just trying to escape from it. They're putting the burden on you, collective, to try and help them out, but yet they're not even being totally honest with what it is that they're going through, because they're trying to cover things up in the background. Because, you know, of the shame, the embarrassment, whatever it is that they're unwilling to admit to themselves. So they turn to escapism in whichever way that it does, and then that leads them to it alters their personality and makes them somebody different. It makes them not real, because they're trying to escape reality. This has to do with the courtship. There's a main female here. Somebody here could be being imprisoned. Meanwhile, we have somebody here who's just focused on their work. A whole community could be involved here somehow. Maybe there's been a community here that's been supporting somebody who really doesn't deserve it. We do have a rat here somehow. Somebody here could be ratting somebody out for something that they did. Maybe that's part of this concern. That's why they're in despair here, because something here about maybe their plans are all falling apart because collective, I don't think they are the only person here that is waking up to the fact that somebody here has been fake. I feel like whoever this person has been involved with, right? And there is that community here. There is that community, whoever they've been working with that occupation. It's like somebody made a life out of this. This could be like some kind of like street rat, street thug, whatever you guys want to title it. Something here that's finally catching up to them. Universe. Please tell us more. What is hidden? What lies beneath the surface that the collective needs to know about that they don't know? Okay. A fake apology. And they don't want to hear it. So somebody here fake apologizes because they don't want to deal with the repercussions, right? They don't want to hear it. Somebody here has been trying to keep somebody a secret, or they've been trying to keep something a secret. Somebody here could even be like involving themselves with third parties. Could be sexually, doesn't even have to be, but they're keeping you a secret. They're keeping what you do for them a secret. So maybe this is somebody here who has been going to other people, not telling people about you in some kind of way, just so that maybe other people can provide for them? Universe, tell me more. Somebody here is definitely trying to burn evidence. Tantric sex. You know, somebody could even be like tapping in, like doing tantric sex or involving themselves with multiple different partners. That's also a part of escapism, being hypersexual. Somebody here could be like ADHD. Maybe it's untreated. Maybe it's undiagnosed. You have been sexually protected. If this person has been sleeping around with other people, maybe you've known to pull yourself back from this person, and maybe you haven't been intimate with this person, but it's time to watch shit go down. Enjoy the gossip. Some shit's about to go down. Something here is about to play out. Right? A movie, a script is about to play out. Something here has already been written. It's already been written. This final judgment, this judication, this has already been written. Which means something here is already final. We have a sex shop and a love story. This is somebody here who could also, you know, attach themselves to different people, right? Who make them feel good in the moment because they're trying to chase good feelings, but they're looking for that in other people, in other things. Again, in that escapism, instead of finding it within themselves. Universe. Sex shop. We have expecting. It says new beginning, but it's in the reverse. That's how it came out. So somebody here knows that they're not expecting a new beginning. Maybe they're trying to get it in while they can because they know they won't be able to. Where they're going. Oh boy. A private relationship. The game is over. A situation is about to explode. Things are about to pop off in flames. It's already been written. already been written. Alright, let me clear this up so I can make some space for some other decks. Universe. This is a cycle in a chapter here that's getting ready to end. And a brand new cycle? A brand new year? Because this is the first of the major arcana. So this is universally driven. The universe is saying this cannot continue to keep going. This cannot continue to keep going. And maybe collective, you're like, oh my god, I'm trying to find a way out. I'm trying to find a way to separate from this person. Because something here about knowing that this person's not going to leave you alone, even if you try to separate it. Like, maybe that's part of the realization now. It's like, oh wow, the type of person that I'm dealing with, they're always going to try and come back around with that fake apology. They're always going to want to try and be attached to me. This could also be somebody here that maybe you even separated from. Like, maybe you're not even together with this person anymore, but they're still, like, even showing up at, like, places that you may be just to see what you're doing and to act like, you know, to assert their dominance, right? To, like, mark their territory. Universe. Tell us more. What's the tea in this situation? What is the tea, universe? Somebody here is definitely haunted. There's that cock blocking. That just confirms what I just said. Trying to assert their dominance here. They don't want you to move forward. They're claiming ownership over you. You're too busy reflecting. Again, that's that Hermit card. Trauma, side effects. This is somebody here who's a groupie. This is somebody here who's a follower. They're following what everybody else is doing. They're trying to chase everyone else's good vibes. Somebody here who is dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic. They sense that you're moving in silence, and this is somebody here who steals your ideas. They're a duplicate. They feed off you. They feed off of everybody. All they do is waste time. No changes. Very limited. They're stuck. This is somebody here who is stuck in life. They don't know what they want. They don't know who they are. They don't know their reason for being. And they don't care. They just want to get their... I need to watch what I say on YouTube, but it's like they just want to get their dick wet. They just want to get, you know, high, drunk. They just want to have a good time. Somebody here is definitely trying to escape some kind of trauma from their past that they're unwilling to face. They're unwilling to confront. Something here that has, whatever this trauma is, it has guided their choices. It has guided their life. It's guided their whole path. And this is somebody here who could have even made a mess out of not just one person's life, but everyone's life that they come into contact with because of their unhealed trauma. I don't know who this person is to you. Family, friend, lover, business partner, neighbor, somebody in your building. Universe. Tell us more, please. Love on the brain. feel like that card circled around. So it's like somebody here is like chasing their own tail is what it feels like. They're constantly chasing their own tail. Because they can't tell the difference. Because they're so fucked up, is really what I want to say. They're always fucked up. This could be somebody here who has some kind of untreated mental illness, maybe. Or maybe they're not telling people, right? I mean, which you don't have to do, but something here has definitely been untreated. It's been ignored. And something here has just festered and snowballed. And I feel like whoever I'm reading for, again, we had this inquisitive, somebody collecting data, right? You had to play your own detective. You had to be your own Inspector Gadget. We have hustling. We do have somebody here who's hustling, making it rain, focused on money. You know, you're getting the money too. You're focused on your job. You're focused on your goals, your career, right? Your stability, your security. And somebody here is always partying. Look at this. Complete, total opposite. We have somebody here who's not afraid of work, and we have somebody here who doesn't want to get their hands dirty, right? Oh, I don't want to mess up my manicure. Male or female, that's the type of energy. It's like, oh, I can't be bothered to do that. I'm not a peasant. That's really what this feels like. Somebody here feels like somebody here is, like, people are their peasants. Like, people are beneath them in some kind of way. I promise y'all, one of these days I will get the lighting right. I will eventually get the lighting right. Universe. What are the heart's hidden secrets here? What are the hidden secrets that the collective needs to know about in regards to who they've been dealing with? What has been secretly held from them? Stress. Somebody here is stressed out because some kind of boundaries were put up. This person does not like boundaries. They don't like being told no. This is somebody here who has a really, really wrong impression on what actual intimacy and love is. Somebody here is stressed. They're causing fights, they're causing tension, they're causing arguments because they're daydreaming, because they're in a fantasy. There's a disconnect between what's going on in somebody's brain and what's actually going on in the real world. There's a disconnect here. Again, fantasy underneath this cock blocking, it's like somebody has this grandiose sense that, you know, they have ownership over you in some kind of way, or that you're theirs. I don't know if this is somebody who is like, you're the parent of my children, so I have some kind of say or some kind of control over you. But yeah, at the same time, this person can go ahead and do whatever the hell they want to do. Obviously, they're going to do whatever they want to do whenever they want to do it, but the same doesn't work for you, even though you're not even with this person. So I don't even know if you've been trying to do things because you've been tiptoeing, because you know, again, that tyrant energy that I said from the beginning, because you know how somebody is, or how somebody will react, or how somebody is going to be. Somebody wants a second chance. That fake apology. They want a second chance. But now there's some kind of realizations, epiphanies, understandings here. Somebody here has been spying on you. Social network, information, ways. Even like I said earlier, trying to show up at places that you may be just to see what you're up to. Maybe just to remind you, hey, I'm still claiming ownership over you. This is really weird. Whoever this person is, in the name of Jesus, I ask for those cords to finally be severed. In the name of Jesus, I pray for the collective that this cord is finally severed for them. I did leave a card behind. Exhaustion. Somebody here is tired of this long journey. They're drained, they're depleted, they don't have anything left. With this Knight of Cups, what I said earlier, maybe you don't have any love left. You don't have any sympathy left. You don't. You don't. Because your heart has been abused by this person. It's like you're just tired. It's like you're over it. Universe, please give me one more. Somebody here who's in sorrow. Grief, loss, depression, they're in stress over their own loss. Somebody here cannot handle loss, cannot handle grief. They're haunted by their own trauma. This is somebody here who's not willing to confront the deepest, darkest truths of their own soul. So they gave in to something else. They gave in to an entity, a principality. Somebody here is definitely very ego-based. Right? And again, there's nothing wrong with their ego, right? But it's about learning to live in balance with their ego. And I feel like somebody here is just driven by their ego. Driven by their wants, driven by their desires, driven by their greed, right? And we need our ego to survive, right? But it's all in moderation, right? Our ego gives us that drive and our passion and our spark and our influence, but it's in how you go about enacting it. This is somebody who repeats patterns, past life, deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. This person was a karmic in your life. I don't like throwing that word out there, and I know I throw it out there sometimes. But this is somebody here who was meant to teach you a lesson, right? It was a lesson, not a life sentence. It was a lesson, not a life sentence. And that lesson was, stop giving your love to people who do not deserve it. Stop putting others before you. You're not meant to put other people before you, especially people who are not willing to who are not even willing to consider you when the love is not equal, when the love is not reciprocal. Universe, tell us more, please. Let me know how you guys feel about these longer readings. I can try to shorten them. I can try. I don't know how I started doing hour-long readings. I didn't know. I mean, I started this channel doing 20-minute readings, and I'm like, I don't know how people can talk for an hour, but now here I am. I guess I put my foot in my mouth, right? Careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. Universe. This has to do with decisions and contemplations. It's decision time. Between two people or two paths, to stay or to go. Until debt tears us apart. Saturn. Saturn is, I believe it's our planet of karma. There's restrictions, adversity, structure, learning karmic lessons, and maturity. Learning the lesson that not everybody deserves all of our love. Not before we give it to ourselves. Do I stay or do I go? And somebody's new beginning is being greenlit. And I feel like when I said this earlier, the universe is in control. The script has already been approved. The movie has already been shot. It's now just playing out. It's being released. Is really what's going on. The movie is being released. And I feel like there are some universal forces here that is causing this person to get caught up in something. I feel like this is something else that they've been hiding, that they've been stressing about. I did say something about a court case, an upcoming court case that somebody knows about. And I feel like Somebody there could be getting in trouble. It could be being separated from you because of that, and that gives you the freedom to be like, my new beginning is now. The new doors are open to me now. Because this person's no longer in your energy, and now you don't have that fear of, are they gonna turn up where I'm at now, or where I want to be? Are they gonna keep popping up? I feel like they're not gonna be able to pop up. You're gonna have that moment where you can escape, make your getaway. Kisses in love. Unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, and falling in love. Underneath this fantasy and cock blocking, this is giving me toxic lover. I'm just gonna keep it real. The world, new cycle, karmic completion, travel, fulfillment, success after the quest. Which was the karmic lesson. The one that has been learned. Disharmony, triggers, conflict, competition, arguments, harsh communication. Right? Somebody here is waking up to the disharmony that's been in their life. It may be why they've been having this disheartening, right? Somebody here has reflected, gone within, has seen the truth of themselves, and they're deciding to not accept a second chance. You're not accepting the false apology because you see right through it, because they're a fake person. And maybe it's not the first time that they've apologized, right? And maybe that's why they feel emboldened, because like I said, there was no discipline, and they keep doing something over and over and over again. They've done this over and over again with everybody else, and everybody has let it slide. For whatever reason, I don't know. Somebody here is definitely going to be encountering someone. If somebody here has a court case, and they're already stressing, and they're already jonesing for whatever escapism that they get into, maybe they feel like they don't have to do it in that moment, right? Because obviously they're being confronted with some kind of judge. Somebody here is being judged, whether spiritually or in the court system or physically. Somebody is being judged. Somebody's going to say something because they can't keep their mouth shut. This is somebody here whose mind gets the best of them, right? With that paranoia. They're going to meet somebody who's not afraid of them. And maybe this is somebody here who's been able to get by instilling fear in others. We have twin flames, strong soulmate. This is somebody who's trying to act like you're a twin flame. They're trying to trauma bond to you. Oh, but we're in this together. We're supposed to do this together. You don't have to be with your twin flame. To be quite honest, not that I'm trying to throw anything away from anybody, I don't believe in twin flames. I don't believe in that title. To me, twin flames are just another version of a soulmate, right? Soulmates are meant to be in our life for a specific reason. Some are in our lives longer than others. Some are in our lives permanently. Some are in our lives only for a season, right? Again, that's a karmic lesson. And karma is nor good nor bad. It just is. It's what you put into something that you're going to get back out. Karma or dharma. And maybe this is somebody who wants you to be hung up on the title, right? Because the title means something, right? But words only mean things if you give it the power to mean something. Separation. Longing, abandon, divorce, broken dreams, heartbreak, grief. Double grief here. Because somebody has been stuck trying to live a fantasy or make a fantasy come true. I don't know what that is. It's like somebody here wants to have their cake and eat it too. They want to be able to do what they want to do. They want to be able to not tell people the truth. And they want to not be able to face the repercussions of their own actions. Again, it's giving me the energy of like somebody walking around feeling like everybody is just peasants. And people should just worship the ground that this person walks on. This person is closed off and guarded. Very prideful, defensive, a wounded warrior. Not in a good way. Somebody here could be a vet. They don't have to be a vet, like a veteran. I'm not trying to say that this person is a veteran dealing with their own demons. I'm saying like you could be a veteran collective, or I don't know. Take it however it resonates. You're getting a new beginning and you're getting victory. You're getting recognition for doing the right thing. You're doing the best thing for you, right? What's right and what's best for you. Alrighty, y'all. I'm going to use a story dice, and we're going to see what else comes out. Universe, any final or other messages that you have here for the collective, please? Any other messages for the collective? We have a hot air balloon, so there's definitely going to be some kind of travel. Something here about Beijing or China, or somebody here could be of Chinese descent. They don't have to be. Again, this is another place, so something here about travel. Being able to see new places, new experiences. Something here about with this hot air balloon, because you're being elevated in some kind of way, right? Your life is being elevated to new views, right? To new views, to new experiences. We have a leaf here, so something here about being able to plant roots somewhere else. Maybe being able to plant roots in grounds that are more fertile. We also have a baseball cap here. Something here about a home run. This is going to be a home run. Or maybe now you're finally running home, where you were always meant to be in life. Being settled here with this fish tank, right? Being settled. Feeling settled. Settling in. Feeling comfortable. We also have another flower here. Being able to blossom. Being able to bloom. Right? And moving forward with some kind of plans. Going to a new destination with this airplane. Some of y'all could definitely even be planning some kind of trip here once this is all done, because now you feel free. And you're like, wow, I can actually go out and do and see what I've always wanted to see, or do what I've always wanted to do. And maybe you weren't always able to do so because of that individual. Because of the fear, right? Or are they going to pop up? Or what are they going to say? Or what drama are they going to bring next? What are they going to ask me for this time? How much more do they want? We do have a cell phone here. And we have a carrot. Somebody here could also even be trying to bait you with things that are online, like on social media. They could be trying to bait you. Or they could be doing things behind the scene, like trying to lay a trap. I don't know why I'm picturing... I don't know what cartoon this was when I was a kid. I can't picture it, but... It was like somebody trying to... I don't know if it was like Bugs Bunny or something. They were trying to catch a rabbit, so they were like trying to lure them in with a carrot. That's what it feels like. Somebody's trying to lure you with this carrot. And they're trying to lure you in with something here via social media. Somebody here could be very careful with who you communicate online, because somebody here could be making like fake profiles to try and talk to you to see what you're up to try and gain some kind of information. So be very, very careful. We do have a gift here. Somebody here knows that you are being given a gift, which is a new opportunity, which is a brand new experience, a brand new life here. Somebody does not want that for you. Yeah, see, now we have a chili pepper, right? They want to poison you in some kind of way. They want to bring the heat after trapping you. They want to apply the pressure. Somebody is definitely trying to apply some kind of pressure with using some kind of bait and switch type of energy here, but the truth is that you've already elevated, right? You're in your hot air balloon and you're still ascending. You're seeing new sights, experiencing new experiences, and planting your roots elsewhere. And for some of you, this could even be like God or Spirit or the universe literally uprooting you to plant you somewhere else that has more nutrient-rich soil. Alright, lastly, I'm going to use the Scrabble tiles. You can take this as final messages or confirmations. It's going to get loud for a moment, so I do apologize. Universe, are there any final messages here for the collective, or any confirmations for the collective, please, universe? I do just want to warn y'all that I may or may not be here tomorrow. I have to have a medical procedure done. I just don't know how I'm going to be feeling after. It's nothing major. It's just really something minor. I'm not even being put to sleep. I just don't know how much pain I'm going to be in afterwards. So I just want to give you all the heads up. For those of you out there who also suffer with chronic issues and autoimmune shit, you know, we don't get to pick and choose when we go through our struggles, but I do appreciate you all for being there, so thank you. We have the numbers 44, the number 32, the number 36, the number 53. We also have 88. So 44 and 88. Those could be angel numbers that you're seeing at this time. We have the numbers 49, the number 20. Somebody here could say A a lot, like A, I don't know. Somebody's name could be Ray. We have the numbers 82, 25. Something here about New York, the state New York. Someone's name could be Olga. The number 75. We have the number 1. Brand new beginning. Or something here about the song I Am Number 1. Is that a Nelly song? No idea. Somebody here could be a junior. We have the numbers 18, 46, 55, 61. I'm not sure if I said that. Someone's name could be Dalton. I think it's with an A-N or an O-N. I don't know. Don't come for me. I'm not the best speller. We also have the number 8. We also have the number 30. Something here about socks. I don't know, maybe something here about the socks. I don't know if somebody's into the white socks, the red socks, or something about socks. Maybe somebody's obsessed with socks. I don't know. We have ATL, something here about Atlanta. Someone's name could be Kerry, first or last name. Someone's name could be Peter. Something here about a claw. I don't know if somebody's trying to claw something or they're trying to... I just pictured like the... You know the vending machines with the claws and you just like pick... It's like somebody here is just trying to pick a prize or something. Someone's name could be Clive. Someone's name could be Kevin. Someone's name could be PJ, or that could be their nickname. Someone's name could be Val or Valerie. Someone's name could be Lydia. I think I spelled that wrong, but someone's name could be Lydia. Something here about Medea. Maybe somebody here is a fan of Medea. Something here about a ferry. I don't know if somebody here rides a ferry to work, or they hop on a ferry, or they like to take a ferry. Something here about a clan. I don't know, maybe this somebody here is just a product of the people that they hang out with. Something here about a tow. Somebody here could be like a tow truck driver. Or somebody here could have recently had their car towed. Something here about a wig. Maybe somebody here wears a wig. Or they're trying to be something that they're not. They're trying to alter something. We have the name Lee. Somebody's first or last name or middle name could be Lee. Someone's name could be Dave or David. Someone's name could be Al. Someone's name could be Fiona. Something here about pie. Like, what is it, that movie? The Life of Pi or something like that? I don't know. Something here about maid, or someone's trying to make something. Something here about a lifeguard. Somebody here could be a lifeguard. Or maybe somebody here is swimming in the deep end and they're not paying attention to sharks or riptide currents. Be very careful swimming, y'all. Please swim in the sight of a lifeguard, please. I'm not trying to wish anything on anybody. I'm just saying what came up. Something about peanut butter. PB, maybe somebody here likes peanut butter. Somebody's name could be Tony. Something about Ra, the sun god. Someone's name could be Priscilla. Someone's name could be Tess. Somebody here could drive a Tesla. Something here about the PAL. I know here in my city we have like a police athletic league. I don't know if that's another thing elsewhere, but something about the PAL or something could be the nickname that you guys give it, the PAL. Someone's name could be Gordon. Something here about Pennsylvania. Something about DKNY. Isn't that like a brand or something? A clothing brand? Someone's name could be Jack. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more. Someone's name could be Ivan. Somebody here is definitely a junior. They're definitely a junior. Someone's name could be Paul. Something here about dill. I don't know, dill pickles. Maybe somebody here likes pickles. Or they like to pickle things. Something about canning. Like maybe y'all are into canning. Somebody's into canning. Someone's name could be Evan. Or something here is about to be even. Something here is definitely becoming even for you. Take it however it resonates. Either even, Evan. Someone's name could be Sue, or somebody here is about to be sued, or they're in the process of being sued. Something here about TRL. Something here about music, Total Request Live. Maybe somebody here likes to put people on the spot. They like to put you in a position. Maybe it's somebody here when they ask you for things, or they, whatever it is, they always ask you when you're involved, like when you're around other people, or when you're in situations here where they know they don't want you to like, ooh, it's like somebody does things on purpose, like when you're surrounded by other people so that you won't, I don't know, hold them accountable. Someone's name could be Deb or Debbie. Someone's name could be Dylan. That could be the case. Somebody's name could be Dylan. Someone's last name could be Dearborn. Hold on, I don't have to take that one. Like Dearborn? I definitely have heard that name before. I think it was in a TV show. We have New York here again. Something here about New York. Maybe something here was committed in New York. Maybe somebody thought that they could... It's like somebody went out of state to get rid of something. Maybe somebody here, like, something about insurance fraud. Even, like, maybe somebody here was like, oh, I'll just claim that my car was stolen, but, like, they drove it to New York. Somebody's nickname could be Pete. Maybe somebody's name could be Tam. Tammy. Something here about water. Maybe somebody here needs to drink more water, or they need to purify themselves. Somebody's name could be Walter. Or Walters. Maybe that's somebody's last name. Walters. Someone's name could be Vivian. Come on, I know I have an N somewhere. Someone's name could be... Vivian? Maybe they go by the nickname Viv? We have Gordo. I don't know if somebody here's nickname is Gordo, or maybe somebody here's... Oh, I don't know. Maybe somebody here's a little big. Maybe somebody here's plump. No shade. Right? Because that in Spanish or in Portuguese, gordo can mean like somebody here who's fat. Or something's fat. Or something... I don't know. Don't come for me. Please. I just deliver the messages. Something here about E.T. Maybe somebody here feels like an alien, or they feel different, or they're a fan of the E.T. movies. We have DL. Somebody here could definitely be down low in the closet. Maybe that's part of their secret life. We have LJ. Somebody's nickname could be LJ. Something here about PT. Maybe somebody here needs physical therapy. Something here about DEET. Like the DEET. Like, what is it? Isn't that like bug spray? DEET bug spray? Like maybe somebody here is out in the woods, or they're doing things out in the woods, and I don't know. Someone's name could be Cliff. Clifford. Clifford the big red dog. Somebody could have a dog. Or maybe somebody here acts like a dog. There's a lot of E's here. Somebody's name could begin with an E. E. Or like E. Somebody's getting in trouble. Someone's name could be Lydia. I don't know if I said that already. Someone's name could be Ian. Something here about Pip. Pip Pip. I don't know if somebody says that. Pip Pip. I don't even know what that is. Something here about the New York Fire Department. Alrighty. Something about Tesla? I don't even know if that's really a place. Tulsa, or something, Oklahoma? Is it Tulsa, Oklahoma? I've heard that before. Alrighty, I'm gonna wrap this up. Oh wow, an hour and 20 minutes. Alrighty, y'all. We're gonna clean this up so we can close this out with an affirmation and a final message. Excuse me. Oh, wow, it's already 10:30. Universe, please give us an affirmation for whoever this reading is for, please. Please give us one affirmation for whoever this reading is for, please. Thank you, universe. No judgment. I release myself from any and all judgments. I find my inner critic, call it into the office, and tell it to take a vacation. As it leaves the room, I let out a sigh and begin to enjoy the joy of simply being. Who hired that guy anyway? I release myself from any and all judgments. I find my inner critic and call it into my office and tell it to take a vacation. As it leaves the room, I let out a sigh and begin to enjoy that I let out a sigh and begin to enjoy the joy of simply being. Who hired that guy anyway? Somebody here also could even want you to misinterpret something. They want you to not be able to get something. They don't want you to be able to understand something either. Universe, please give us a final message for whoever this reading is for. If you guys have stayed this long with me, thank you. Please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel grow and definitely helps get these messages out there to others who may need them, so thank you. Universe, a final message for whoever this is for, please. Clear your energy. It's time to clear your energy. Number 16. Move through your fears to bring on change. Ganesha is clearing the obstacles that have been impeding your progress. Removal of these obstacles will bring a shift in consciousness. With destruction comes creation. Embrace the opportunity to change and move into a positive phase of freedom. You will undergo a major shift, whether it is in your spirituality or personal life. A key life change is around the corner. It is time to move out of your comfort zone. No doubt you are aware of some of the challenges that lie before you, but keep in mind that some of them may be on a more subtle or subconscious level. Believe in yourself and your ability to overcome obstacles, whether in your professional or personal life. The right outlook can go a long way in supporting you through challenging times. One of the many daily challenges is clearing unwanted, lower vibrational energies from within your physical body, your aura, and your personal environment. How do you cleanse and balance your energy in order to align with your divine purpose? You may choose to balance your chakra energy centers by taking a much-needed break or stepping outside for fresh air. Consider taking a sea salt bath and also use incense or white sage, or essential oils such as lavender, clove, or basil to clear your home. Regular meditation will provide the stillness needed to ensure you clearly hear messages that are being given to you, and will also assist in bringing a greater sense of calm to your life. Remember to call on Ganesha. Ask him to walk alongside you and show you what you would benefit from clearing away. It's time to clear your energy. And I feel like you're clearing your energy, and the universe is helping you to do that. That is what I have for y'all today. I am sending you all lots of love and lots of light, and I will see you next time. Ciao. Oh, and I love each and every single one of you. Bye.